Hey guys, my name's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming back with another recommendations video. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a little while because I've been filming reading vlogs and everything else for a little bit, but we're back. And as you can tell by the title, the trope for today's recommendation video is the failed casual relationship trope. I love this trope. You know, when characters say that they won't catch feelings or whatever relationship they have is gonna stay casual, it's no strings attached. But we know it's probably not going to end up like that. As always, I have 5 recommendations for you today, so hopefully some of the books that I'm mentioning you haven't read yet, or maybe you just haven't heard of them at all. Unlikely, but fingers crossed anyway. The first book on this list is Bossy by N.R. Walker, and this is a standalone. Michael Pearson is one of Sydney's fastest moving, career-focused corporate realtors, and he doesn't have time for anything other than a one-night stand. Bryson, on the other hand, is back home after 2 years abroad with big plans to leave his family's hotel empire and embark on his own business ventures. When they catch each other's eye on a night out at the bar, they leave together for a night of incredible chemistry with only a few rules. No names, no details, and no complications. But such chemistry isn't easy to come by, and one night turns into one more night, and eventually they're still carrying on this arrangement after several weeks until one day their professional and personal worlds collide. This was actually my first N.R. Walker book and I love it. I still think it's my favorite one that she's written. So I would definitely recommend jumping on this if you haven't read it yet. Book 2 on this list is Lust, Hate, Love by Ella Frank and Brooke Blaine. This is book 4 in the Fallen Angel series, but it can be read as a standalone. You don't need to read the other 3 beforehand. Killian Michaels is the sexy, charismatic bassist for world famous band Fallen Angel, and what Killian wants, Killian normally gets. Unless what he wants is their gorgeous new manager, Levi, who shot him down after a scorching first kiss. Managing Fallen Angel is the opportunity of a lifetime for Levi, and he doesn't plan on letting a meager case of attraction get in the way of that, especially since he's been burned in this industry before. But while the tour takes him from country to country, Levi can try and deny Killian's pull as much as he wants, but with a connection as strong as theirs, it's only a matter of time before lust-filled hate turns to love. Book number 3 on this list is One Time Only by Lauren Blakely, and this is another standalone. Jackson feels a little bit like a walking cliche. He is the bodyguard who fell for the rock star, but his main problem is that the rock star isn't being very subtle about the fact that he wants his bodyguard right back. Jackson needs to try and resist Stone, but every night he spends with him, this dangerous off-limits attraction becomes more and more intense until one night they finally combust. But one time only will have to be enough because Jackson's mistakes from the past are never lagging too far behind, and if he gives in once more, he runs the risk of losing everything. I did reread the last few chapters of this book while I was planning this video because I couldn't remember our second main character's name. I had to go look it up. And it just reminded me of how freaking sweet the last few chapters of this book are. They are honestly the cutest thing ever. I loved it. Book 4 on this list is actually the newest release out of all of them, and that is Pick Me by May Archer. It is the first book in her new Sunday Brothers series, and let me just tell you before anything, this is a Grumpy Sunshine novel. Gage's job at Sunday Orchid was meant to be temporary. A few months of work experience in a little town in Vermont before he moves off to the bigger cities to find his dream job. But what he didn't expect was to be welcomed into the Sunday family as if he was one of their own, or to find a purpose in this tiny little Vermont town that he didn't find in a skyrise in Boston. And he most definitely hadn't expected to fall for Knox Sunday, his grumpy, reluctant, 15 years older than him roommate. Now, Gage finds himself looking for excuses to delay his dreams just for a little while longer, but Knox has big unfulfilled dreams of his own, having left behind a whole life and career in Boston to come back to Vermont to help his family. Knox claims he's not looking for anything permanent. Gage has never been one to settle down roots, but then why does it feel like that they've both finally found home? I am so keen for the rest of the books in this series. By the end of book 1, May Archer has already kind of set up at least 2 different romances that I cannot wait to get my hands on. The 5th and final book on this list is Ranger by Nora Phoenix and K.M. Newhold, and this is another Grumpy Sunshine standalone. I don't know why I'm so excited about Grumpy Sunshine. I feel like it's because when I read a book, I've never really had one where I look at it and I go, oh, that's Grumpy Sunshine if someone wants a wreck, but now I'm like, I have 2. Ranger has tried absolutely everything to help with his PTSD, but nothing seems to be helping any, so when his brother recommends he gets a therapy dog, he figures he has nothing to lose. What he doesn't expect is for the dog to come with a cheerful, quirky trainer that he can't get out of his head. Ranger believes that he is too screwed up for any kind of love, but the chance to explore this new side of his sexuality that he didn't even know existed until recently is too good an opportunity to pass up. But the more Ranger gets to know Julian and the more time they spend with one another, the more he believes that maybe he isn't beyond saving after all. This book was so sweet, and also one of the only Nora Phoenix books that I've read, I believe. Possibly the only one I've read. But anyway, those are the 5 recommendations that I have for you guys today. Please let me know down in the comments if you've read them already or if you plan on adding them to your TBR. I would love to know. But as usual, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see similar content. I will see you guys next week with another video. Goodbye.